love very much. But hey, it's been kind of a slow day anyways, so I might as well. I am going to just eat some sushi, okay? I'm gonna eat some sushi in front of you guys. I like sushi and maybe some fried rice. And I'm gonna try this crab rangoon because I like crab rangoon. And let's see. I'm just gonna eat my dinner in front of you guys. I hope it's not that rude because I used to always be under the impression, well, okay, everybody used to always say that if you weren't giving other people food, that it was rude to eat in front of them. And also it's rude to like talk and eat at the same time. So, you know, I apologize because sometimes I'm not the best at not talking while I'm eating. And this is an interesting looking crab rangoon. Not my favorite shape. I'm going to give this crab rangoon right out of the gate like a 3 out of 10, okay? Like just on appearances alone because I just don't like the triangle ones. I think it's probably the least good shape of crab rangoon. I like the ones that look like the little pouches, like the little Tom Nook money sack looking ones. But I think that this is on subscribers only. Yeah, it's on subscribers only. So smack that subscribe button to support my channel. Okay. The flavor. The flavor of this crab rangoon is phenomenal. Hit that subscribe button for uwoos. I'll try to uwoo while I'm eating. That's delicious. Here, have some. Have some. Mmm. Gavin, you already used your question, saying, can I ask a question? I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. As long as your question has nothing to do with drama, go for it. And smack that subscribe button. And also, here. Mmm. That's so good. What is on my nose? Blush. So it's actually really insane. It's pretty common. I think blush has been around since like even I think BC even was using blush sometimes, like before Christ. Here you go. They would sometimes, you know, use flower petals, smear it on the face. I'm kidding. I don't actually know. Do you eat crab rangoon with sauce? That sounds gross to me. Don't you guys like just the taste of it? Am I weird for not eating it with sauce? Because like the sauce that it came with tasted like orange. I wasn't that big of a fan. But oh, the highlighter. So I put the highlighter there because it's cute to me. Even if you don't think it's cute, I think it's cute. And I think everyone has the right to party. I don't want to fight for my right to party. I want to party all by myself. Here, have some rice. Oh no. I wasn't paying attention to my rice. Have more rice. Here you go. You guys want some sushi? This is a really good sushi. It's a yum yum roll. Here you go. Oh. I see a lot of comments about my hair today. I don't know why. But what I want to say is, everyone should have the hair that they want. Even you. So that's actually why everybody looks different, in my opinion. But hit that like button if you guys want a special dance. Hit subscribe if you want an uwoo. I owe you guys 4 uwoos at this point. Uwoo, 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 uwoo. And here you go. I uwoo for every subscriber. And have a rice. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just think that everybody has hair that they want to have. And like, if you're like telling people what kind of hair that they should have, I don't know, maybe just focus on yourself. for like a little bit. Maybe you need to like, I don't know, do some inner work. Ooh, ooh. Because like not everybody's gonna have like the perfect hair that you want them to have, you know? Ooh, because everybody's like an individual and stuff, and we all have autonomy. But ooh, ooh. For oohs, hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I'm gonna be sitting here eating this sushi, this rice, feeding you guys some rice. Mmm. Ooh, ooh. Here you go. Have some sushi roll. Mm-hmm. I had somebody in chat just say positive criticism isn't bad, but here's the thing. Yeah, but why are you doing it? If you see someone online and you randomly tell them, you know what, I think that you'd look better with a middle part. Have you ever tried dyeing your hair not that color? I would like your hair if it were purple. Purple's my favorite color. You should dye your hair my favorite color and get the haircut that I want you to have. Why is somebody doing that? It's just some random person. Not everyone's going to have the haircut that you would have because you're responsible for your own hair, right? I don't know. It just feels to me a little weird to be doing that. You know, especially if somebody's not like I think it would be different if I were asking you guys. Like if I actually had like a sign out and I was like, "Yo, what hair should I get?" That's like totally different. And I'm also not even asking your opinion on how do you think my hair looks today? Like that's also another scenario where I feel like it's totally valid to give quote unquote constructive criticism. But even with constructive criticism, I feel like there's always a balance. Like really, it should be done in what I call a compliment sandwich. It should be, "Hey, I like the idea that you're going for there. However, the tone of your hair is a little bit yellow, and maybe you should correct it with some purple shampoo. But I like that you're expressing yourself, though. I don't know, like, like being nitpicky in that way would be fine. There's just a way to do it, and there's a time and a place for everything, I think. But yeah, here, have some rice, and hit subscribe if you want to help me build this channel. Today's been a bit of a slow day, so I'd really appreciate it. Also, I'm trying to, I'm not, I know that I'm being a little rude, but here you go. Have some rice. Yeah. But I always like to frame things in like a compliment sandwich when people ask for advice. But I also try to do this thing called minding my own business, right? And I think that's super important to try. Because like at the end of the day, instead of criticizing people who like literally didn't even ask, maybe you could focus on yourself and then you won't be so mean because like then you're not going to be angry because you're going to like be putting all that work into yourself. And you're going to be too busy to be angry, actually. You're just not really going to care about what Joe Schmo's hair looks like on a random Tuesday. Do you guys want some rice? Hit some subscribe buttons for me and get fed some rice. Come on, eat the rice. You want a bite of sushi? It's a yum yum roll. Kind of making a little bit of a mess. But yeah, take a bite of the sushi. Hit subscribe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I try to be a positive person, but I don't think I am all the time. But I don't think anyone is all the time, you know? And I think that that's something with friendships or relationships that you've really got to get past. And sometimes it's really hard to get past because some people like myself carry a cloud of depression hanging over them at all times that follows them closer than, thank you so much, Man of Will! How good is the rice? The rice is kind of average. I would say the rice is a 6 out of 10, but I will tell you that the rice is It's rice. I love rice. Rice is one of my favorite foods. You guys have subbed 5 different times, and I need to ooh 5 more times. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Have some sushi. Mmm. Mm. What in the heck is sushi? Well, I'm pretty sure it's seaweed and rice and fish at its base. Hit that subscribe button, guys, please. I know today's been really, really slow, and I probably shouldn't even be on live stream just because it is so slow. But we're here doing at least one more for the day. We're giving it a try again. But here you go. Have some more rice. Hit that subscribe button, and yeah. I will ooh for you if you hit subscribe. I'm allergic to flowers. Yep, I'm eating my dinner. I think it's pretty normal to be hungry at dinner time. Ooh. Somebody said I'm a little hungry. Like, yeah, it's my dinner. Do you guys eat food at dinner when you're hungry? I do. I just thought it would be nice to eat food with you guys. Woo! 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 The Uwu only streams really only grew the channel and the other thing. I think here people keep saying that I'm hypocritical whenever I do them, but I've done several Uwu only streams here. My last stream was Uwu only, with the interruptions, but people are like, oh, well, if you did them there, doesn't that make you a hypocrite doing them here? But like, I do them sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they're full NPC streams here still. And they don't always help. Actually, I've found them a little bit counterintuitive here. And the reason why my views are low right now is because it's the middle of the week, and also too, I had some hiccups with the stream earlier where it wasn't any audio and I had to end it early. Sometimes there's external factors too that factor into whether or not you're gonna get views. Also, I was really, really tired and low energy earlier, so again, with the uwus, it doesn't really work if you're kind of tired, right? Like, because sad uwus don't really come across as well. And I'm no longer absolutely terrified, so, I don't have fear driving me to uwu any longer, which, I mean, maybe that was a necessity, for someone like me, but yeah. Sometimes I do ooh only streams, but I have been met with so much criticism whenever I implement those because a lot of people hate them. A lot of people are like, what a hypocritical, you are forcing those streams to happen, you horrible person. And I'm like, whoa, calm down, pump those hate brakes there, sugar, So here you go, smack the subscribe button. Real? I don't know why you're giving me advice. The reason why is because I have been a streamer for several years, and I've not only had Twitches before, but I want to get 100,000 subscribers here, and the only way to do that is by buckling down and working on this platform. And I also don't know why you would be watching a stream on one platform and then telling someone that they should go to another platform. Like, obviously, you're spending time on this app, right? Why would you want to go to another app? Ew. Also, like, again, but before they were deleted, I used to have years of Twitch VODs, if that's something you for some reason want. Like, you can always follow me there, but unfortunately, again, I don't really have a residency, so I don't have a computer. I don't have a way to do Twitch streams. Perhaps I'll figure it out with like a capture card and like my Switch or something like that, but until I figure out a mobile way to do some Twitch, I am not going to be able to do that. And I hope you guys, and also too, I don't want to. I do prefer this kind of streaming. I like this kind of streaming. It shows most growth. It's a lot less technically difficult, and there's just no reason to do gaming stream. I don't think that they're enjoyable to watch. I don't think most people want to watch them. Most people who do gaming streams have like 6 people in there the whole time and they just stare. Have I had better luck with gaming streams previously than having 6 people? Absolutely. I've had a few hundred people in my Twitch streams before, like running through, but that's pretty much the extent of gaming streams. Like, you're not going to get crazy numbers. You're not going to do anything nuts. It's just going to be a grind, and you're competing with people who have done Twitch for years. And I'm not trying to say that being a Twitch person is undoable. I'm not trying to say that it's something that isn't possible. I'm just trying to say that it's highly competitive, and the people with the most views are people who have done it for over a decade. So really, just being yourself on here is not a bad gig. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot less stress, and it's a good way to build your community and a positive, happy environment. So yeah. Yeah, content is pretty empty no matter what, and it's best to have a good time with it. And also, it's really, really weird because a lot of times people watch my streams and then they ask me to make content that everyone else is making. Like, if you want me to make content that everyone else is making, you could just watch the other people who are already making it. They're already experts at it, right? You could be here for me, you know? Yeah, I'm eating dinner at 9:45. Time doesn't exist, it's a construct. And I think that if you're too rigid with yourself, what are you doing? Are you just going to work your job for the rest of your life and abide by like 5 a.m., go to sleep at 5 p.m., never do anything else? Or are you going to break the mold, do whatever you want? Hum nom 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 nom, hum nom 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 nom, hum nom 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 nom. 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7. Truthfully, I think what messed me up time-wise was I think I went like about a decade of my life. Thank you guys for eating dinner with me, by the way. I went about a decade of my life working third shift. So to me, like, time just doesn't matter. Like, I could be awake at 12 p.m. I could be awake at 12 a.m. It's no difference. Walk the plank with that poo. Yeah, I don't really think neighbors hear any like random streaming noises. I don't really care if they do. It's not that loud. I'm just talking in a room. It would be the same as if someone were here and I was having just a normal conversation, you know? Like, I know it seems like it would be loud, but like, if you think about just talking, like this, like, it's really not that loud. It's really just a normal volume. Even with weird noises, it's still just a normal volume. Wow. Wow. Thank you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you want to help support the channel. Roar, 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 roar. Yeah, so anyways, to go back to the question about the Uwu only streams, like, I've done them quite a bit since we've been back, but again, it's kind of faced with so much hatred that it's like really hard to commit to that being the whole bit on this channel too. Roar, 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 roar. Plus, my whole intention of leaving everything, other than, you know, just getting away from circumstances that didn't make me the happiest. Wow. Hum nom 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 nom. Hum nom 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 nom. Hum nom 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 nom. But the whole intention of everything was to also be able to make whatever content I wanted without repercussion. And now I'm able to do so. So now, in addition to Uwu streams, I can also just eat dinner with you guys, you know? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Haha. So, yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys stopping in. Even if you guys do head out here, thank you. Good luck. Have fun. How's my phone holding up? What does that even mean? Da, da. Does that da, da. What's my phone doing that's not holding up? Ew, ew. Here you go. You want some more rice? Doo-doo-doo. 100% uwu. Thank you guys. All right. Now I'm cripplingly full. Mayonnaise, 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 mayonnaise. Hum nom 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 nom. Mayonnaise, 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 mayonnaise. Is not an instrument. Okay. Somebody said, yeah, I have no idea what kind of content you guys can expect. Like, I mean, what even was the old channel's content? Like, it was genuinely just AI music and stuff. Like, I usually post, like, vlogs here, but I don't know. Good game, because, again, I don't really have too much capability to make long-format content right now. Previously, like, again, on other channels, I'd been an ASMR person, but I would say just more of what I've been posting. Like, more fun shorts where I'm just myself. More silly little talking videos, like I did a tattoo vlog, or like I did a sit with me in my closet where we were doing some light ASMR, like recently. So I would just say maybe just more of me being me. And if you guys don't want to follow that, that's totally valid. I'm not trying to be mega successful here. I'm literally just trying to be myself like I was previously. So if you guys want to support me, hit that subscribe button, and if not, that's totally valid. Again, after this stream, I'm totally gonna be back too, you know? But yeah. Yeah, I would like me just being here there, Axie. I wouldn't want to be on TV. Going on TV sounds stressful, but it's not like because people would be watching you. It's just because you'd have to leave your house, you'd have to go to a strange environment, you have to be in front of a whole bunch of lights that are just gonna melt you. It's gonna be like so hot with like spotlights. There's gonna be a director there probably wanting you to do specific things. You'd be like interviewed by someone, and interviews are my least favorite thing in the world because it feels like an interrogation where you're just, where you're just like trying to defend yourself almost, depending on how the questions are asked. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of stuff like that. It seems like kind of a lot. It sounds kind of horrible. So, yeah. Hit that subscribe button if you want. And we're 50 subscribers away, and I'm going to do probably a chicken dance. So, yeah. Thank you so much. They're pretty good. Maybe I will go traveling in the United States, but who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna do? I think it's best to take everything day at a time. And also, I've said this so many times. I am not a big fan of explaining like what plans are, or like telling people what you plan on doing. But one of the biggest reasons is because I don't think that plans often turn out exactly like you expect. And I would hate to disappoint people. A lot of times, especially with artistic endeavors, whatever you're working on tends to evolve into something that you didn't even anticipate. And I do think that something like YouTube is art. It's somewhat of a performance art, some of a visual art. Whatever the case is, you're making something and people are like watching it, or people are hanging out with you, or people are listening to it, or whatever the case may be. So it doesn't always turn out perfectly. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's horrible there, Juan. Please don't hype me up. That also makes me really sad. I keep seeing all these people like hype me up for such low goals. 84,000. We did that in like 4 days on my other channel. And like I understand that there were like controversy and stuff, but like whenever I do try the uwu streams, everybody just hates me for doing them because again, like it's hypocritical or whatever. But I came up with that whole idea, and it's absolutely ridiculous that I'm just getting bullied off the internet because somebody doesn't like me. So it's just, it is what it is. So I'm putting up all this food, and then I'll come back and I'll be a little bit more upbeat probably. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Victoria. I'm so happy you said that. You're so sweet to me. All of my mods are so sweet to me, and I'm probably not appreciated enough. Oh, hi. Thank you guys so much. I'm happy you guys ate my dinner with me. I'm going to put the rest of this in the fridge now because I made a mess with all of this rice. Yeah, I don't really think that I have like a whole lot of new content. I just kind of make stuff every day. But that's how I've always been. I always will be. I just like making stuff. And yeah, like it's not like, oh, I'm reinventing myself. We're going to be something totally different. It's not that. It's just this is me. And I'll admit, and this is something that I had an argument with a lot before. I'll admit maybe I wasn't so successful just being myself because you know what? You guys get to see a lot of the things that I don't like. And I think that's really the beauty of the uwu streams is it stripped away a lot of the negative aspects of my personality, like my brutal honesty and my analytical thinking. That's not exactly something that you want to see from someone like me, is it? You just want me to be perky and happy and make weird sounds and be weird. You want me to be unexplainably weird. You want to make fun of me. And I think that's part of the reason why the old channel worked so well is because, I'm okay with playing a character and I'm okay with making fun of myself. It's just, at the end of the day, that's not necessarily who I am. And I do like making little skits. I do like just being myself on stream. I like having the ability to eat lunch with you or dinner with you. I do like having the ability to do those NPC streams and like do those characters. But I don't think it should be my whole identity because there becomes like a point in time where like then everyone in your vicinity really thinks that you're this huge ditz, but you're not. You're just playing a character just on stream, and that character doesn't necessarily translate into real life. So then it becomes, why aren't you ever happy in real life? It becomes this like negative thing. So what happened to uwu? Sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't. That's it. But also, too, again, sometimes the views just aren't there to do the uwus. Like, today. The views are not there to do the uwus today. Like, I've tried to do them, like, twice. And if they're not there, it's just not worth continuing to do for the day. Like, because they're really high energy streams. And I know you guys don't think that it's high energy, but it's a lot of moving around, it's a lot of uwu, it's a lot of adding. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, poor you have to. But it really is. It's a lot of jumping up. It's a lot of hyping you guys up. It's a lot of effort. And it doesn't seem like it, but I'm not going to be that person, but like, I'm not going to do that if only 500 people or less are here. Like I'll do that if I see good luck with it in the first 15-20 minutes of the stream. And because if I can get to about 1,000 viewers by 20 minutes in, that's whenever I know it's going to be a good stream. And then we can go from there. But like if by about 20 minutes I don't have that result, then I will absolutely just talk to you guys for the whole stream because there's no point, right? Well, because at that point you're just hyping up something that's not going to pop off, right? So yeah. Yep, sometimes we talk normally, sometimes we don't. Just depends. Yeah, I don't think being on stream's exhausting if you're like all the time. I really prefer it. So before, whenever I ran like my channels the way it was, again, the reason why I wasn't ever wildly successful on my own is because I've always ran it really authentically. And of course, I've always responded to gifts whenever I've gotten them and like made weird little sounds just to say thank you whenever I could. But it obviously wasn't about just farming out subscribers like it was exploited on that other channel. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it really upset me because not only did it feel, I mean, it was earned definitely, because I'm gonna be honest, like, again, it was a lot of hard work and effort that we spent, like, being in character, and I'm allergic to flowers, and playing that role and not letting any of those comments get to you and all of that, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't think like I don't think stuff like this is necessarily like exhausting or hard work. I do think that like answering questions and like necessarily like being interrogated by like a lot of the people who pop in. So if people are asking you a whole bunch of stuff, I think it's exhausting, especially if it's stuff that you've already answered or you've already addressed. And I understand that like most people, their world doesn't revolve around you, obviously. So whenever they're scrolling and they see you, they probably have the same question that everybody else is having that day, whether it's about your tattoos or about your hair, and then you've got to explain it. And then whenever I explain stuff, I sound angry, and I don't mean to sound angry. I that's just how I sound when I explain stuff. And and being angry is not like attractive. It's not like something people want to sit there and like hang out with, you know. It's not the vibe, you know. Well, I think that I sound angry when I'm explaining stuff. I think I sound really angry. Man, that food made me get on a crash. Maybe it just that's what happens whenever you eat stuff that's bad for you. Walk the plank with that poo. But yeah. But we're gonna sit here for about 10 more minutes, and yeah, I'm not gonna be too hyper here, but we're just gonna sit here for about 10 minutes, and then I might do another stream roughly in like an hour. Thank you, 1991. Da, da. Same question, same question, same question. Please and thank you. Thank you, Penny. Graveyard, thank you. Good morning, Graveyard Coach here. I appreciate you so much there. Yeah. Whoop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop, boop boop. Thank you guys. I'm happy a lot of you guys are supportive even of me just kind of going back to my roots of just being like a normal streamer too. But I do like I still will do ooh streams occasionally. Like I will admit again, doing them has a 50% chance. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you had success with that." Yeah, the first time that I did it on a channel that like rapidly grew, and like now I'm sure a lot of people even scrolling by already think that they're subscribed to me. So whenever I'm ooh-wooing and stuff, they're probably like, oh, whatever, I'm already subscribed to this. But I also think that another reason why it's a lot harder is again all the people saying that I'm like hypocritical or whatever for continuing to do it sometimes. But at the end of the day, I just want like a lighthearted, fun, bubbly stream, and it's a good way to get it, I guess. 100% ooh woo. Thank you guys so much. 100% ooh woo. I'm allergic to flowers. Thank you guys so much for mixing that up, and hit that hype button. And I want to tell you guys that I am so thankful for all of your super chats, even without a lot of people here right now. Oh, thank you so much for liking my chopstick prowess here. I like using chopsticks from time to time, but it's just because, can I tell you the story of how I started using chopsticks? 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7. So whenever I was in high school, I told my parents a couple of things. One of those things is that ooh, sorry, I saw a subscriber. I do still sometimes ooh for every subscribe. And we've got a special dance. Hold on. Special dance. Cha-cha-cha. Special dance. Sorry, I saw Graveyard Couture in here, and she made me really happy too. And then Gaitsu gave me a really good random super chat too. It made me really, really happy. But so I told my parents a couple of things when I was in high school, and one of them was that I really loved coffee and that I really liked using chopsticks. Now, I actually hadn't had too much experience using chopsticks up until this point. And I also hadn't had too much experience drinking coffee. I just had this imagination that like this coffee would be delicious. It would taste like a mocha. It would be like a slightly more bitter hot chocolate for some reason in my head. Um, like a Starbucks frappe or something. That's what I imagined all coffee tasted like. So they got me some things for Christmas, and one of those things was just a really nice pair of chopsticks because I had told them how much I loved using chopsticks. I couldn't use them at all. I could not. And they also got me a really nice coffee maker. And I'll tell you, I suffered through extremely bitter tasting, horrible coffee for weeks until I trained myself to like black coffee. And then, like, also because I wanted to show appreciation for my parents buying me the chopsticks, I used those chopsticks to eat everything with for like weeks until I learned how to use them. And I had to hide while I was eating too because I didn't want them to see me struggling. Like I purposefully like trained with chopsticks in my room for like a month until I could go out there and just eat whatever in front of them. And it was just really, really funny. So yeah, smack that subscribe button if you want to help my channel. Honestly, after this, I'll probably be back with another stream. So I want to say 4 more minutes on this stream, and then I'll end it. And then I'll be back for like the last stream of the night in like 15 minutes. I obviously, like, I haven't been that upbeat or like capable of getting views today. But I still want to be here for you guys because I'm not going to let it beat me, okay? Yeah, so yeah, they do love me very much. They try. 100% uwu. But I also like people to know that they're so appreciated, so, you know. Well, the next stream is probably going to be an NPC stream. I'm probably going to try that again. It's going to be a new woo one again because I'm not going to lie, I do need channel growth. And it's not that just talking doesn't get me it, because it does. I've actually had way more luck with just talking than asking for subscribers. The reason why I think the NPC streams are sometimes good for me mentally right now is because it's not so serious. It's just really, really happy, really light, really bubbly, and really fun, and that's kind of all we need. Uwu is not banned there. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't have any outfits to change into. I'm not gonna lie. I only own like 5 other shirts besides for this. Like, I mean, I do have other outfits. It's just not any that I want to be in right now. I just like this one the best out of the ones that I own. Yeah. So, why did I start YouTube? Because I've been a streamer for a few years, and whenever I had to stop streaming on my own platforms, we were finding anything that would work with us together. And YouTube was a platform that I didn't necessarily have a following on before. So I was a lot less recognized there. So we were able to stream together here and like not necessarily be known, and it worked. Clown World, thank you so much. Yeah, I used to do really, really well just speaking there, Clown World. And also, too, I used to have a whole ASMR channel on YouTube. Again, it didn't do as well as, you know, our channel that we had made. But it's partially because I didn't really have the ASMR channel for too long. I think I only had it for about 6 months. But I don't even think it's about doing better than Uwu. I think it's because the thing is that Uwuing, it's not about like being eloquent or fancy or smart or talented. It's about having fun, and it's about having a good time, and it's about providing like a happy environment regardless of how silly you look. And it's also about embracing being silly, embracing having fun, and having tenacity to show up every single day. I think that was really the point of everything. And I know a lot of you guys would look at it and be like, oh, well, there was no point, but there was. It was to be silly, to have fun, to be a little bit pointless. You know, what's life if you're just being serious the whole time? It's kind of boring and drab, you know? So, anyways.
Ooh.
There you go. All right. No, I'm not changing my outfit. Not for you, because guess what? Everybody has autonomy, and I'm allowed to wear whatever I want, including the color black. Thank you guys. Yeah, I used to make a lot of ASMR. It's all gone from my channel though, like obviously. The channel doesn't even exist anymore, but yeah. Please don't tell Shelby what to do, said Victoria. Thank you very, very much. And Daddy Wizard, thank you so much. And CDG. High five! Wow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mwahaha. Yes, of course, I am the Uwu girl. And you can just subscribe to me here if you guys want. And yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that's why, Paver, that, like, because you like the Uwu, but you like me too. That's why on this channel, I do Uwu sometimes, but I am also myself. First and foremost. So you're also going to see a lot of streams where I'm sitting here and just talking. It's not that I'm like, keep in mind, nothing's absolute. Oh, wait. Here's the time. Only Siths deal in absolutes. You guys know about Star Wars, right? But only Siths deal in absolutes. And yeah, like, it's never absolute. It's never like, oh, she's ooh-wooing, that means she's not going to talk anymore. Or like, oh, she's talking, that means she's never going to ooh-woo. It can actually, like, coexist, I think, you know? So, yeah, for sure. Everything can coexist. You can always make it work. But I'm going to go ahead and pop off of here. And then I'll be just taking about a 15-20 minute break, waiting for this to process. And then we're going to give it one more shot at a live stream for today because my views have been kind of trash. And I'll try to get all hyper and uwu it up for you guys one last time for the night. And yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.